What's this?
Hi, Titters. How you doing? What's that done? Oh, I never did change that bit of text in that timer. I've just noticed it. I will fix it now. Completely opposite corner of the screen now. It's actually better than last night. Not immobilised on the floor for one thing. That's good. That's good to hear. Managed some self-care, which is nice. Good! Hope you're well. I'm doing fine, thank you, Titters. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Covered in bruises from it, though. They stung for a while. I bet they did. I'm really sorry to hear that, friend. Close that, and then Porthos can sit on my lap if he wants. No, he doesn't want to. He just wants to sit next to me. Whew. I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes before I actually move on to the game screen itself, because the game will start the second I click back onto it. Never a massive pop hit, but otherwise fine. Oh, okay. Patreon project smashed its first goal in 12 hours. Wicked, Link! Congratulations! I told you you'd smash it. Hey, Kian, how you doing? Porthos, do you mind? Hey, RNG, how you doing? Oh, of course, you've had flea treatment on today, that's why you smell funny. Horizon Zero Dawn is the same, booted it up last night, pre-flooring to set up the settings, got instantly sent into a several minute long cutscene. Yeah, thankfully, the cutscene at the beginning of Transistor you can just back out of and go straight into the settings menu. But turns out I still had my old save data from the last time I played this, and you have to do a little bit of fandangling and set yourself up with a secondary account to start the game again. So I spent a little bit of time at lunchtime trying to figure out how the sweet fuck to do that, and then found out that all of the graphics settings, so like in fact all of the settings in general, volume, screen resolution, whether it's full screen or windowed, is all tied to the account rather than to the game itself. So I spent like 15 minutes setting everything up so it was perfect and looked good on the stream, and then figured out how to change to a fresh account so that I could start a fresh playthrough, and had to do it all again. The shit we do for streaming. That's rad, Lynn. Hey, Grox, how you doing? It was indeed a fun faff, but I managed to get it done in my lunch break, because I sort of kind of forgot to do anything about it at all yesterday, like even install the game. So I installed the game before I went to bed, and then had to set everything up sharpish. Those jumping noises are a joy. I'm glad you appreciate them, because I can't really stop him from doing them. Yeah, I'm doing good, Grox, thank you. You got the hoodie, Titters. I haven't even qualified for it yet. I'm going to work on that this weekend and next week, seeing as I'm off work. Hey, Hans, how you doing? Okay. I think we've given it enough time for people to sort of filter in. Let's hope this works. Because I've tested it a bit, but... Nah, I should be alright where the meat shielding side of things is concerned, as I'm pretty high level, so it's just a case of actually just getting through things. Right. Okay. Here we go.
Hey, Red. We're not gonna get away with this, are we?
Oh, let me know if the volume's too low or too high, or if anything's changing.
Pull. There. Together again. Sort of.
So, this is Transistor. This is a neo-noir / cyberpunk semi-strategy game, I guess is the best way to describe it. It's unlike anything else I've ever played. It's a USB sword. It is. It's a very special USB sword. There is so much amazing stuff I could tell you about the production of this game. The game that you see before you is not the game that they originally designed. I mean, some of the core elements are the same, but it's basically an entirely different game. And it's amazing how it all came together. I've got a timer on TechSquig that will give you a link to a documentary by NoClip. About the development of this game. It's about 30 minutes long. Really fucking good documentary. I've watched it a few times now because I just love hearing the story of how this came together to be the game that it is. Because this is one of my favourite games. Gotta get used to the controls again, because it has been some time since I last played this.
Nice. Okay, let's go. Unmarked alley. East of the bay. Think I know where we are.
Can be off soon playing some Total Warhammer 2 with my cousin in half an hour. Well, I hope you have a great time, Hans, and thank you for popping in. And you got your new coffee machine today. Wicked. I hope it's making you the tastiest coffee ever. So, Red, the player character, is actually one of the many characters on my list of characters I would love to cosplay at some point. But I want to do the Transistor, that's the sword, as well. And like, I do not have the fabrication skills to make the Transistor. But if I fucking did, kill for a coffee cake right now. Ooh, that'd be quite nice, actually. I never used to like coffee cake. Okay. So, I am gonna kind of be a bit slow about things, because I want to give people time to sort of knock together the electronics in a day, provided I had the parts. Wicked. I think the main issue would be doing the etching on the blade itself, because the blade isn't actually solid, it's see-through, or semi-opaque. But yeah, so I'm going to try and take my time with this, so that people can sort of take in the music, take in the artistry of the game itself, because it's a fucking beautiful game.
More of these creeps.
Don't
fret, just...
There we go. And this is what makes Transistor so unique, in my opinion. This is a planning phase. Deadline's August 24th, so no huge hurry. Yeah, but with work and everything else, I don't exactly have a lot of time for Destiny if I'm, unless I'm, you know, on it every moment that I'm not working and streaming, which I just can't do. So I'm gonna try and smash it out next week. Okay. Hey Mortail, how you doing? See, I love that as a mechanic.
Not yet. Ready.
That'll do. And we'll just go over here, I guess. And boom. Tired, but it's the weekend, so that's good. Well, I hope you have a lovely restful weekend, Modhail. Making a latte as well, shot espresso. Went and crashed out for the expensive model. Ooh, fancy hands.
Hang in there.
Very fancy. So yeah, that's the sort of core combat loop for... Hey Cypher, how you doing? Thank you very much for being subscribed for 3 months. Really appreciate that. Just kind of remind me of VATS, but good. I think VATS is pretty good in its own right, but yeah, I do really like the way that you do it in this. It's very nicely executed, very pretty as well. Like, everything about this game is pretty.
Hang up there. Hello, world.
See?
Look at all that. We're on the edge of town, 100 blocks away.
It's very Fallout 1, Fallout 2 VATS. Just less 90s, yeah.
There's the empty set. Still too close to it. We better get as far from there as possible.
So, one thing that Supergiant really wanted to do with this game was they really liked the idea of a cyberpunk setting, but they didn't want it to be quite so dark as cyberpunk settings often get when you're thinking about things like
Still charging.
oh, still charging. Bugger. Yeah, when you think about things like Blade Runner and stuff like that, they have this very dark, very gritty edge to them, even if they're very, very beautiful. Even things like Ghost in the Shell do, and they wanted the sort of neon elegance without any of the really dark, gritty and gory stuff. So they went with a roaring 20s style setting, but also kind of cyberpunk, and I really like that. It's very pretty. Very clever use of the two kind of styles.
I see. Sure. She wants to come along. We can use her.
And now we have another move.
Intersection. Let's see.
Ah, yes. I remember that one now.
Hey, end of the plaza. It's you.
So it is. There we are.
I'm so sorry, Red. They took your voice. I couldn't stop them. Well, we took something of theirs. Let's just go. Just go.
Bye, both us.
Just... Damn. Young lady here to see you.
Oh shit, she moved. I forgot they did that.
Gus? Just a sec.
Eep.
Finally. Oh.
Rude.
Okay. Side street due east. Through there.
Hey, D-Mac.
Place we could get a ride.
Chris, one of the devs are doing a pre-Kickstarter stream and the time's been endeavoured. Wicked! Well, enjoy. You'll have to tell me all about it later, because Chris one looks really good. I am sorely tempted by it, and I blame you for that. Oh, you can tell it's too hot because Porthos has basically gone sploot next to me. He's gone as flat as he can. It's like he's doing the Superman. Oh, the voice you can hear in the background, by the way, that's Red. So all of the music that's done for this game is done from the perspective of Red. Yeah, we're about the same, Tidders. I think we're probably 23 rather than 24, but the humidity's fucking horrendous and it's supposed to rain today and hasn't. It's fucking awful. Oh, and you can see ghosts of my last playthrough by the looks of things as well, because I'm pretty sure that was
This didn't used to be here.
what that was. Hey, Zero. Hope you're doing well today, friend. Thank you for the treats for Porthos, both Zero and Modhail. Oh yeah, he's in the mood for treats. There you go, buddy. Go on. And thank you for the stretch. Right. Yeah, some folks may be thinking this looks really similar to Hades, and I think they did use a lot of the same sort of lighting choices in Hades as they used for this, which is not a bad thing. This game is fucking glorious.
Okay. That who I think it is. Hey, Mr. Moyle. You in there? It's him, all right, but I can barely hear him.
I think your rain got stuck here in Germany. Oh. I would love 17 degrees right now. I really would. As Hans says, that sounds lovely. Got rain here. Oh, envy.
Oh no. Cut off our escape. Come on then, tough guard.
I do like that you can sort of undo your moves as well. And then I want to use the last little bit to run away a little bit. Oh shit. I keep forgetting I've got 2 new moves I can use. Honestly forgot that you get them that quickly. Hey Rocket, how you doing? At the supermarket next town over. I hope you managed to get what you were looking for, and you don't need to apologise. Nobody is ever late for my streams. They turn up when they can, and they're appreciated when they're here. And if they can't make it, they can't make it, and that's fine. Okay, please work. Let's get rid of that little fucker. Panic a little bit. Get the fuck away from it. That's my plan. May not seem like a good plan, but it's a plan nonetheless. Oh, you bugger. Oh! Killed it. Oh, for fuck's sake. So, there's a thing I'd forgotten. If you don't pick up the little cute robot thingies quickly enough, then they turn into more bad guys. So you have to factor in how quickly you're killing stuff into how you move about. And I think it's quite a nice little mechanic. It sounds like a pain in the arse, but once you're sort of aware of it, it can... Too many jaunts, there we go. No, we'll jaunt again. And we got enough for another breach? No, we don't. So let's not jaunt again. Let's turn around and then crash. And then crash again. And then panic. There we go. That worked out okay. There we go. It's fine. We sorted it.
Back where they belong.
Given your mobility options, it seems pretty manageable if you remember it. Exactly, Hans. It's manageable. I mean, sometimes some of the later arenas, if I remember correctly, can be quite expansive and there's quite a lot of blockers in the way. But that's part of making the game more difficult for you as you progress through it, so, you know. Ooh, let's see what we've got. Now, the last time I played this, as far as I recall, was when it came out. So, as much as I know the plot, I don't really remember any of the things that you pick up throughout the course of the game, or anything. So I'm sort of playing it blind. Okay, subversive concealing. So, mask conceals the user's physical self, amplifying the next action taken. Neat. Or raises the potency of most functions when backstabbing. Ah, I do love a good backstab. Bounce. Discharge a ricocheting bolt that jumps from target to target, or add a chain reactive effect to most functions. Oh, we're having bounce. That's my cup of tea.
We're still here. Look at that. Okay, you're in.
It's easy for me to say as a commentator and not playing the game. Yes, Hans, it did. My brain just didn't register it quickly enough. I could blame the heat or the fact that I've only just got off of work, really. But I just wasn't paying proper attention. Something that I will get better at. Yes, the fucking ice cream man's out again. It's supposed to be raining. So I don't know how well that's going to go for him. I love a cornetto. Look, if I ain't getting ice cream, you ain't getting ice cream. Sorry, it's just the way it works. Okay, I want to keep the dash in there. Breach is really good, but I haven't unlocked any of the extra slots yet, have I? Oh, actually no, I can put it on an upgrade slot. And I have one upgrade slot per, so... Yes, there we go. Ooh, okay. I'm hungry. Oh no. So, this is going to add a chain reactive effect to whatever we put it on. If we put it on Breach, I think that will be fucking brutal. But Crash with Bounce sounds like a good idea too. Then again, who doesn't love a bouncing Betty? What do we think, folks? I think if you add it to the dash, you get like a chain dash or something like that. Or you get increased distance on the dash. Let's have a look. Cooldown speed, 190%. Oof. Distance reduced, 50%. Ah, cool. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Jump damage reduced. Okay, it's better on Crash. Because you get a 50% reduction in damage from the... yeah. I think Crash is the better option, because we get a 20% reduction in damage rather than a 50. So I'm going to go with that one.
Good. Just one more block. I want to show you something.
I love how ethereal this place is as well. Like this came out
Okay, there's a...
quite some time, if I'm not mistaken, before... Oh shit. Okay, let's test the new toy out. Designation jerk. Yep. Oh yes, that's nice. No. Fine. We'll do that. That'll do. Designation jerk. Hit me. You're not a jerk.
That was quick.
Yeah, fuck it.
Step back.
Yeah, that was a good choice. Ooh. Better idea. There we go. It's really good to get the backstabs in,
Here he comes.
because you get bonus damage for them. There we go.
They're gone, but so's this whole block.
Yeah, that's one of the other things that can make picking up the little bots more difficult as well. I don't know if you noticed, but it sort of bounced off in a different direction. And especially if you've got sort of bigger areas or you've got lots of enemies, it can get quite difficult to keep track of where everything's bounced off to. Oh yeah, you can remove upgrades that you've installed. I think you get to keep them and just stick them elsewhere. So if you do find you don't like the way something's working, you can always just swap it around. It means that there's lots of different ways that you can play the game, and
That's our way out.
you can sort of find your own style, which is really nice. Just gonna make sure there's nothing else around here. Look at the lights. Everything about this game is so fucking pretty.
Okay, East 64 on ramp. 5 blocks down. Take the second right. Do not turn left.
You're not a jerk, Tidders. You're a cheeky fucker, but you're not a jerk.
Hi. You turned left. Thought we were gonna skip town. We're going back there. You met these things. They do not have a sense of humor. They will track you down, wipe you out, and take whatever's left of me. Back to those 2-bit Camerata pieces of trash.
Hey, Tempest, how you doing?
Look, whatever you're thinking. Do me a favor. Don't let me go.
Tired. I'm sorry to hear that, friend. I hope you have a really restful weekend. It's a nice bike. It was a nice bike.
Poor bike. Just 10 more blocks to the set.
Bye, Burbs. So one of the things that has changed about this game from when it was first sort of dreamt up to the final product is that originally you were going to play a male character, and the companion character was going to be the character that is now Red. And I'm so glad that they decided to change it up and have
They beat us here.
have Red as the main character.
Asleep or something. Maybe not.
That'll do as a start point. Oh, that didn't quite work out how I wanted it to. That will, though. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry, Tempest. In that case, virtual hugs for you, my friend. I'm sorry to hear that. 200% increase in upkeep on the better units to a point in the campaign, so I basically made it more difficult for myself. Oh no, Hans! I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I'm sure you'll be fine though. You're pretty good at strategy games from what I've seen and read. So I'm sure you'll smash it.
They were waiting. Thought we'd make in time too.
Oh, poor thirsty smelly bugger. Concerned about how much money I'm going to throw at Crowsworn. How bad, D-Mac? Who voices the sword? If I'm not mistaken, it's the same guy who voiced... who did the voiceover in Bastion, though his name escapes me. Because this was Supergiant's second game. Whatever the highest tier is, I want that. Fair enough, D-Mac. I mean, I can't really...
Not a soul. Hardly recognize this place without the foot traffic.
I can't really pass judgment considering my track record with miniature Kickstarters, can I? What is Crowsworn? Crowsworn is a Metroidvania with a similar, and I'm using that term very lightly, aesthetic to Hollow Knight. Is this what having a stable income is like? No, Tidders, no it's not. It's what having poor impulse control is like.
Fertile ground.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I forgot you could do that. Just like fuck around with the transistor. Crowsworn is Hollow Knight with plague doctors instead of bugs. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. It looks very, very good.
Never seen gold one cleared out.
I'm not going that way just yet, because I think there's something else over here that I can interact with. There is. There we go. I knew there was something.
Must be starving.
Hungry? Grab a bite. Satisfy your craving with a complimentary Junction Jan's gourmet flatbread. Posted 06/26/67. No reference to what the date is now, but 67. So the bird masses in my cupboard called to me. Oh my. Oh no.
Sea monsters really the only choice here.
Okay, so the Transistor wants us to get the sea monster. What should we get? Porthos, stop licking your leg, matey. I can hear you. Mystery. Get them all. You can only get one. On the topic of strategy games, if you want to play the co-op campaign for Wargroove on stream and want a co-host, feel free to ask. I will do, Hans. It depends on, firstly, what people vote for, and secondly, if I get time to play Wargroove by myself for a bit first. Because I'm not great at strategy games. Yeah, I always put a poll up for people to pick what I play next. That's how we got Transistor. It won by a single vote. Which is good, because I didn't... as much as I put Cultist Simulator on there, after DMAC explained how Cultist Simulator works, I would not have been able to stream that. So I'm kind of glad I didn't win. Yeah, that works, Hans. Backbone should have won, grumble, grumble. It came like 4th, Tidders, or 5th, something like that. I was really surprised. I thought your Why? What would have won if you'd have got people fixing the vote rocket? That disgusts me. Oh, titters. Fair enough, DMAC. And thank you for giving me the heads up on that one. Oh, that was actually on the list as well. Rocket. Okay. So we've had one vote for the mystery, and I'm guessing DMAC saying Kreb was a vote for the sea monster. So mystery, let's go. Do anybody else want to weigh in, or is it just going to be DMAC and Tidders fighting? Reject land, consume crab. Mystery. There we go. Thank you for breaking the tie there, Grox. Your meal will be delivered to your address in 8 minutes. Have a good one. Great.
They're hungry too. You still hear me?
Ooh, that one's not taking the beating I expected it to. Like at all. Oh, it won't because it's blocked there. So if I go here, there we go.
Left ourselves open for some mystery flatbread.
I can't remember if he says something different if you order the sea monster like he suggests you should. Like if it's fine, it will be worth it. Yeah, we've got nothing else to... Oops. Nyong.
You got on the camera on a short list. More than just a name to them now.
So each one of the abilities
You've reached the hopefully not permanent address of Mr. Nobody.
is specific to a character. So when we interacted with those two bodies before, we've picked up abilities that were theirs, essentially, and slotted them into the transistor. It's a really neat idea. And this is Mr. Nobody, the voice of the transistor. The reason cited is interesting for him. You see how it says still figuring things out. So if we look at this one.
Glad used to run the OVC. Said
There
she
you go.
left for personal reasons.
So if folks want, I can sit and like read through the lore for these characters, or I can just carry on. It's up to you folks. What would you like me to do? Because we've got Red said he will be on 8. Okie dokie. Awesome. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of the stream then, because I will be finishing before then. I don't mind. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to read the law. Because I like the law. So this is Red. This is Uz. She's 27 years old. Female. I don't know what it means by selections, but she has skills in music and linguistics. Reasons cited. Declined. She has declined to give reasons. Trace status intact. Function derived from contact with subject. Trace data encrypted in function. Ranked in the top percentile of Cloudbank's contemporary performing artists for 5 years, Red demonstrated early interest in music despite studying at Transistor Hall. Transistor groomed many of the city's most ambitious civic planners, though Red spent the majority of her time developing the Academy's nascent arts programme, and was the first on record to select 2 non-traditional disciplines. Records indicate she was reluctant to explain, citing personal reasons. She remained reticent even after gaining the spotlight, and when asked about her past and influences, would often say her work spoke for itself. She did admit, however, that she never wrote her music with intent to stir controversy. Grossman does confirm that they expect most speed tech to be similar to Hollow Knight, type mastery of movement and boss fights. Huh, wicked! Error. Subject background data corrupted during integration. Reason unknown. Trace status non-recoverable. Important factors. Oh, and you'll notice the decryption progress at the bottom there. You increase that by using the skills. So if you're a lore fiend and you want to know everything about the story, you have to use all of the abilities. And if you just lean on one particular ability all the time, then you'll unlock all the information for that one, but you won't unlock anything else. Which is another clever little thing that they've done, I think. To encourage you to actually use some of the things that are available to you. Lillian Platt, age 33, female, selected physics and negotiation, region cited problem solving, trace status integrated. One of the preeminent scientific minds in Cloudbank, Ms. Lillian Platt was the youngest ever individual to be elected as chairwoman of the OVC board. Under her leadership, the number of OVC terminals in Cloudbank more than doubled, and the quality of the broadcast strengthened more than fourfold. However, she then became the youngest ever individual to leave the post, as she tendered a resignation in less than 2 years to pursue extracurricular interests. In private conversations, several of her former colleagues indicated that Miss Platt left following the sudden disappearance of a close personal friend, Mr. Maximilius Darcy, who, according to official OVC transcripts, decided one day to move to the country. Nice farm upstate.
Preston Moyle. Guess he went out joyriding one night and never came back.
No, Mr. Nobody is the sword. Tidders. The one that we can't read any information about because it's corrupted. Okay. Preston Moyle, 29, male. Selected reflexes and machinery. Reasons cited. I want to go fast and go far. He's Sonic the Hedgehog. Trace status integrated. Cloudbank's racing circuit never knew the likes of Preston Moyle, who shattered speed records with aplomb for 4 years straight. Credited with popularising the sport of 1,200cc racing, Mr. Moyle gained celebrity not merely for his exceptional riding ability, but also because he built his motorbikes with his own hands. Ever the thrill seeker, Mr. Moyle became known for seeking out Cloudbank's remotest strips of road, Then one day, Mr. Moore was altogether gone, having left all his personal effects behind, save for his fastest bike. My imaginary friend when I was a child was called Mr. Nobody. Really, Cypher? It's interesting. Sorry, it slows out in the hallway. And it's warm. So I don't want him to get embarrassed. Right, last one.
It's Nyla. Everybody said she split after Goldwalk Channel opened up.
Okay, Nyla Chain. Age 34, female, selected empathy and politics. Reasons cited, everyone deserves the best. Trace status, integrated. One would have difficulty finding a more active or outspoken member of the community of Cloudbank's Goldwalk district as Miss Nyla Chain. She allotted more than 66% of her available time on activities such as passing ordinances to improve underdeveloped regions, reaching out to and educating habitual non-voters, or advocating for groups lacking adequate representation. Her motives were rarely questioned, as her love for the district was in fact sincere, stemming from positive early experiences that grew to become fierce nostalgia. Miss Chain did have her detractors, however, and this became very clear at the opening she arranged for the Goldwalk Channel. There we go. These two words don't go together.
Wait, want to check the channel back there?
Yeah, you would. Back here? Or do you mean over here? Ah, over here.
No queue to get in. That's a first. This can't be the channel. Guess what's inside? Back for more?
No. I think one of the nice things about playing this on stream is that when I... Oh,
You're up.
don't get stuck. When I do that, I can look at chat for a minute and just make sure you're all doing okay, because I don't have to do anything quickly. I can just wait. I can breathe. Again, that's another thing that I quite like about this game, is that as stressful as it gets, you can always go into this mode and just have a little breather before you carry on. Which makes it a surprisingly chill game to play, even when things are getting really hectic.
Do your worst, pal. They're fixing the big guy.
No. Not quite. There we go. Deal with these guys first. Oh shit. Emergency turn. Yeah. Right. It's just going to emergency turn me every time. Okay. Oh. Okay. So you don't die. You overload parts of the transistor. So, because Crash is the one I've been using the most, it's overloaded it.
We're still here, you okay?
There have been situations when I've been playing this and I've been dashing a lot and it's overloaded the dash. That puts you in a really fucking sticky situation. Yeah, that'll do. There we go.
All quiet. What do you see?
Okay, so we've got load. From volatile packet strike. Increase the area of effect of most functions. AoE might be a good idea. Alter a target's allegiance, causing it to serve the user. Oh yeah, I used to have that one equipped all the time. Because then you just end up with all of these little like drones following you around and doing your bidding for you. Which is really handy. Especially later on. Integrate allegiance altering subroutine into most functions. I just need to find somewhere to slot that. Let's go this way. There it is. See, even the, like, sort of grittier areas of this game are still very, very pretty and very crisp. So I'm going to put that on Spark, because if I remember rightly, having it on Spark means that every single little bomb that you've got counts as its own individual charming effect, which should mean that I can charm more enemies. Repaired in one more access point. So that's me fucking up really badly has meant that I can actually show off how this works a little bit. So if you do die during combat, just fucking about with my footrest. There we go. If you do die during combat and it overloads one of your functions, it will eventually restore itself. Ooh, what are you having, Grox? It'll eventually restore itself, and you can check in an access point how long it's going to take to restore. I think later on in the game, or maybe it's depending on the specific ability that you Oh, that sounds good, Grox. I am mildly jealous. Some of them will take longer than others. Yeah, grabby hands. Very much grabby hands. Okay. Oh, actually,
Nobody changed the sky like Yondale. I heard.
so Oh dear, my stomach just rumbled. Sorry about that, folks. Let's put this in here for now, so that we've actually got something in that slot. It's been a while since I've had a hot dog, Tidders. I was thinking about that earlier. Goldwalk's still offline. More questions than answers following the evacuation of the popular Cloud Bank district. And that was posted the same day as that advert for the flatbread. I'm not mistaken. 06/26/67. Roughly the same time as well. Actually, we can... there we go. Northwestern quadrant of Cloud Bank remains offline pending investigation. OPI. Authorities are downplaying any connections between their investigation and recent disappearances. Chief Inspector Walther Nees praised the work of the 18th Precinct charged with the task. This is the most thorough procedure ever conducted on my watch, said Mr. Nees. Presently, there is no estimate for when Goldwalk citizens will be able to return home.
Yeah, I'll say.
Thank you for your response. So we said, don't count on Goldwalk opening up again anytime soon. Ah. What's up, P? Go out. Go on then. Go on then. People detected 0. Shock horror. Hey Ash, how you doing?
Out of the channel in record time. 8 blocks off. Almost there.
So we've got another access point, which means... Oh, I know. Guess not. Or is that the one we accessed before? Oh, it's the one we accessed before, that's why. So it has to be a new access point, you see.
Trouble. Popping up like weeds.
No out, just silly. Yeah, apparently. Well... Bug it. If it hadn't been for Slow being out in the hallway, I would have kept the door open for him. Because it's really, really warm and I don't want to... Oh, Ash, I'm so sorry to hear that, friend. Massive hugs. Oh, and seeing as we're in this mode, we can see as well the cell there respawns in 6 seconds.
Now.
So let's get that one. There we go. Oh shit. And now that's on our side. Ah, because they're switched, I can't hurt them. Quid pro quo. So let's wait over here until they're not switched anymore. And then do that. There we go.
Just passing through.
Ow. Fortunately, time does not tick when executing the plan either. No, it doesn't, which is nice. Hey, Porthos. Okay, I am super hungry. I'm just going to quickly have a mouthful of pick and mix. I'm sorry, folks. I wouldn't normally, but my stomach is grumbly. And this is the closest thing I have. Go away. Oh. The channel. The channel was to be a gallery space of sorts designed to showcase eclectic works from those pursuing non-standard vocations that traditionally held little share. Instead, Miss Chain found herself accused of stirring unrest by calling attention to meritless perspectives undeserving of notice. The group accosting her was angry for 17 different reasons in total, including how the channel edged out a competing vote for a metro station that would have bridged the gap from Goldwalk to neighbouring High Rise in one short ride. Miss Chain publicly lost her composure in this particular incident, which would have escalated further if not for several individuals who stood in her defence. They later offered their support with any such matters in the future. She agreed to meet with them, not realising who they were. Anything works, yeah. Yeah, very true, Hans. I do like Hyrule Warriors, a lot of fun. I prefer Dynasty Warriors Gundam though. But I guess nobody's surprised by that. Okay. Fariondale. She was Cloudbank's first ever sky painter, someone who took the everyday occasion of the ever-changing sky and made an art of it. She worked for the pleasure of thousands, who remembered they once took the sky for granted. Miss Yondale gained a significant following as she transformed the skies around the city, and as her skill and popularity grew side by side, she started taking requests. One such request came from her heart. She was drawn to the district of Goldwalk, where her suitor lived, and there she would change the horizon to shimmering sapphire for the solstice, for their and everyone's sake. This was when her art became a liability. That's fair, Ash. Did I get the DLC? For what, Hans? They look fun though. They are fun. So if we remove the installed function, and you can see, because we've used it in 2 different slots, we've got 2 bits of the lore. So all we have to do is wait for... no, I haven't, Hans. Just got the base game. So when I unlock a secondary upgrade slot, if I put it in there, that'll unlock the last bit. But we don't do that for a little while yet, I don't think. I'm actually gonna try and get all the different lore bits, because I don't normally do that. Which means that I'm gonna really fuck around with my settings. This is gonna get confusing fast. We'll do that. That'll work. Honestly, I think the Wii U was probably just really badly marketed. It has its issues. It's a fucking noisy little bugger. I've got one. But I don't think it was marketed very well, and that really didn't help. Okay. think, yeah, we've seen all of the new lore.
Load it up. Get ready to get jumped. Or not.
Just going to stop for a second and point out the level of detail that they've gone into on these little, like, paving stones. Like, they are copy-pasted throughout the game, but each one of them is its own individual little thing within that set. And there's a lot of work that's gone into just that tiny little bit there. And you add that to everything else that's going on. It's a really nice little extra thing. They didn't have to do that, you know? They could have just left them flat like they have done with other bits of the floor. But no. Bye, birds. iPad controller is very cumbersome to play with if you had tiny hands, not to mention it creaked like a cheap plastic toy. The amount of grip pressure. I will have to take your word for that because I have quite big hands.
Wish we could just sit and watch the world go by.
So I always found it quite nice to play. It's quite comfortable for me. But yeah, the gimmick of the extra screen wasn't necessarily done particularly well a lot of the time. I can agree with that.
Cheerleader this time. Easy, pal.
Now I have a cheerleader. Oh, no. Porthos! Shush! Noisy bugger! I can hear you over my headphones. Sorry, folks. Wii screen was used very well with Fatal Frame, and that's about it. Yeah.
He didn't even blink.
Nope. Come on. There we go. Oh, no. See, this is the only problem with changing up my loadout. I keep hitting A and then realising what I'm doing. Oh, thank you for the posture check, Torpor. I hope you're doing well today. And the stretch. Oh, you bugger. Oh, no, not yet. Now.
We're done here.
Oh, yeah, that's better. Oof. If anybody else needs a quick stretch, now's a good time. And thank you for the treat for Porthos as well. Interested to see what the Fatal Frame remake will be like since that mechanic won't exist. Oh, titters. Big hugs, friend. Also, holy shit, I've just seen the time. Nope, that didn't work. There we go. Chronic fatigue is fun. Yeah. It's a fucking mare, innit? I'm sorry you have to suffer with it, friend. I wouldn't wish this shit on anybody. Okay. Here we go. Got some interesting stuff for Red now. To appreciate the impact of Red's music, consider the first current state of Cloudbunk's social climate and how it evolved over the past 2 decades. When an altercation finally erupted in the crowd during one of her performances, it was the first such incident in 4 years. It escalated to the point where administrators were summoned to the scene. So one of the suspects was banned from the premises. He accused Red of being an instigator and a provocateur. Red later stated it was in this moment that she fully understood the potent effect her music had on people. She decided to take certain precautions from that point, receding from the spotlight to compose new material in relative privacy. Rumours swirled. And then once she finally re-emerged, trouble followed. Administrative restrictions over the northwestern part of Goldwalk conflicted with the breadth of sky that needed painting. Because of her psychological state, however, Miss Yondale disregarded the restrictions and painted away. The result was stunning, as the majority of onlookers failed to find words to describe it. But because Miss Yondale wantonly ignored a front-page directive from administration, she was banned from sky painting for a term of 2.5 times longer than she found acceptable. She petitioned for reprieve, and came in contact with an administrator who suggested there were ways the term could be lightened. She was eager to learn how. So I'm gonna remove that and reinstall that now, because otherwise I'll go mad. This is going to be painful, but it's best to get this out of the way now. Put Jaunt there. And I am at this point willfully restricting my options so that I can get lore. That'll do.
Hope you're wearing comfortable shoes.
Okie dokie, Hans. You take care, friend. And I hope you win. There's another poster of Red there. Look at this place. This is beautiful. And look at the water. One of the things that the developers said about making this game is that Bastion was a surprise hit. They weren't expecting it to do that well. It was their first ever video game. They were a really small studio. They were like 5 people tops when they did Bastion. Really, really small team. I think they were working out of the sort of boss's garage or something as well. Proper rags to riches story with them.
Where'd everybody go?
And
Well, we're gonna get you out of here. He says the process wiped him out. He's too far gone.
fucking mood. And because Bastion was such a success, and they weren't expecting it, they had such a massive weight over them when they were developing Transistor. They were so scared that they absolutely had to produce something of equal or better quality. And honestly, I think they did. Oh, bugger. I forgot they do that. I'm gonna keep forgetting. Come on. There we go. No.
Give us a hand.
But that worked. This is a tight squeeze, I've got to admit. There we go. Oh, bugger, she moved again. Oh no, I got it. Motherfucker. No. Nah, she didn't want to do it. That's annoying. She just keeps turning around. Yeah, can't do it. That might work though. Let's see. Oh, titters. I'm sorry, friend. That fucking sucks. Oops.
One came back.
That'll do for a second. There we go. There we go.
Still kicking it. Almost ready. Take it ready.
There we fucking go. No, come on, come on. Bugger. That's fine. Can't do that one because it's that'll be fine. Now we wait. There we go. That were a tight squeeze, wasn't it? Whew. Right. We didn't get anything new, but already done her. Done her. Here we go. Freewheeling. Tracking systems on his bike indicate that Mr. Moyle headed northwest across the canals late one night, averaging speeds of 228% faster than the common standard. He surely was aware that the northwestern corner of Cloudbank was offline pending investigation, and this was likely the appeal. Having his very own abandoned part of town to race through on his custom bike was Preston Moyle's dream. And the reality lived up to the dream, judging by the volume of Mr. Moyle's laughter recorded by his bike. However, the recording stopped abruptly. Personal records show Miss Platt was preoccupied with certain rumours and urban legends concerning an unusual phenomenon sighted in the northwestern corner of the city, and possible connections between this and the rash of disappearances during the past 12 months. For undisclosed reasons, she did not wish to involve the authorities. Her access to privileged OVC information may have contributed to her decision. Other records show she engaged in clandestine discussions with individuals claiming to have knowledge of the circumstances surrounding her friend's disappearance. She arranged to meet with them one night at an unmarked port near Goldwalk Bay. Nothing for him. And nothing more for Red. So we've got as much lore now as we can until we unlock some more stuff. Which is great, because I've got 4 minutes left of my stream. So that's worked out quite well. So I'm going to just quickly tidy up my skills. And put them back how I like them. And we'll go from there. There we go. Right. And that's the game saved. So, with only 3 minutes left, that has gone really quickly. I don't know if that's just me. I hope it's been fun for you all, because I've quite enjoyed this. This has been a nice change of pace from Valhalla, I've got to admit. Actually, yeah, do folks want me to continue playing this next week? What's your opinion? Yes. Okay. Fair enough, Tidders. Please continue. Okay. Okie dokie, Ash. Very colourful. Yes, it is. It's very, very colourful. I'm going to do my finishing up stuff. So, if anybody wants to enter the raffle, as Rocket has just done, you can enter by typing !raffle. Name reminds me of the Corn song. Oh, yeah. I'm going to leave it open for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a little bit for the lag. The raffle is closed. Ash, congratulations, you've won. I will send you the code once I've sort of finished up the stream. Congratulations, friend. Cool. Right. It's Friday. You know what that means. Massive thank you to everyone that's come along today. I hope you've enjoyed it. And like I say, it's been a really nice change of pace for me from what I was playing before, so I've really enjoyed it. So much so I didn't even realise what the fucking time was. I want to say a massive thank you to all the lovely people who have signal boosted or followed or subscribed or any combination of those three, and to folks who have ever cheered or donated, and also thank you to my mods for doing excellent work. I really do appreciate it. I can't pay them, but if you fancy throwing some money their way to show your appreciation. !tipgoth and !tipfang are your commands to get access to their tip pages. He is streaming tonight, to be fair, Tidders. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow evening with Hollow Knight. And until I see you next, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, wash your fucking hands, and go say hi to Longfang. Bye.